The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky.
Episode.
Recording in progress. Here we go. What a laugh that was. We got there in the end, mate. I would tell you if you want to find out what we're laughing about, sign up to our Patreon, but we don't have one. Oh,
Superb.
Season 3, episode 10. Chris, how are we?
Aye, a tad rough, but we invited it onto myself, so just got on with it. How about yourself?
You must be a tad rough because this is 8 o'clock at night. And I take it you've been up for before 12 in the afternoon. So if you're still feeling it, you must have had quite the party.
Oh yes, Lady Stella was in full flow. Oh,
Aye, she's a good bedfellow, that strange bedfellow, the Lady Stella.
she's a cruel mistress.
That's what I was looking for. And I'm doing the strange bedfellow ways and all that. But she doesn't take as many black eyes as she used to because they've put the alcohol down, haven't they?
That's it. And it was actually mental about it, right? What was it, 5% or something? It used to be.
Aye.
And it got that name, the wife beater and all that. See, Budweiser, 5%. Like every beer, like decent one, 5%. You know what I mean? Like,
I think we'll take Budweiser out the decent beer category. You've just had one hell of a PR campaign. Absolute pishwater, man. And this being an American film, I don't care. God bless America.
if I'm being honest anyway, mate, Budweiser, I don't know, it's a boast, isn't it? Like the king of beers. It's not really that good. Know what I mean? But hey ho.
It's not very good at all. It's a young standing and dancing poser beer. That's what it is. So, mate, it was my turn this week, and I took a wee while to figure it out. But I had that many good ones. I settled for this one. It was one away back in series 1. We were talking about Dane, and then like 3 or 4 pods that we followed just seemed to do it. So it's been on the back burner. I hadn't watched it in a good 15, 20 years. I was eager to see how it would mark up. But aye, I watched it all right. What do you think it?
Well, bits of it stand up and bits of it don't. No, I mean, it's your typical Steven Seagal, 9 million bullets fired at him. He doesn't get touched. And he just slaps everybody like...
Aye, fastest hands in the world. So he was.
Oh,
see, to me, it's like a primary 2 fight, innit?
Aye. See half the time. I think the guys that he does these stupid slaps to, they're no stunned, like, oh, that's me stunned. They're like, you slap me, you cheeky bastard. This is a fight to the death.
Oh, what's that you're doing with the horns there? What's the middle? But like you say, mate, aye, it's like my Marty Pello haircut in 1988. Some bits that stand up, some bits that don't. You know what I mean?
Hey, but
hey, no more hair to do that way anymore. But we'll get into it because do you know what's for a movie of its time, it was a kind of blockbuster. It was, man. We got all the way back to 1992. Quite apt to we're speaking about wife beaters there. You know what I mean? Steven Seagal. Hey, boom, boom. Sorry, Kelly the Brock. I know you're watching me. No particular this podcast, but you're watching me, darling. What would you little maniacs like to do first? Steven Seagal, peak of his powers. He's had a great run at it for 87 up to this point, really, hasn't he? And Aye. It just starts, doesn't it?
Yeah, by the way, this is actually nominated for 2 Oscars.
I thought I'd leave that to you there, 'cause I thought it was a typo.
I mean, I think it was something for sound and editing or something. Because it's definitely no reacting.
See the way you said that there? You're a very queer guy for the straight guy, white eye, whatever. You went, no reacting. I like that about you, a big sweetheart.
Oh, mate. Oh,
Aye.
genuinely, but it's like, this is Seagal.
By the way, he's god awful, isn't he? He just sounds like that. It just starts right. We've got aerial shots of the fucking USS Missouri.
Right.
And you're waiting on Danger Zone kicking in, but you're like, ah, shit, no, it's a Ring movie. You know what I mean?
Aye. You're following Seagal through this ship, isn't he? He's no wearing his uniform, and people are like that. What are you all about, you Mary? Get the good stuff on there. It's Sunday.
Wrote it there. Everybody loves Ryback. Or Ryback. Do you know what he is? He is the Catalina wine mixer of soldiers.
Aye.
Fucking Casey Ryback. Or Ryback.
Everybody. Like this film, they don't know him for anything else other than cooking. You know what I mean? So everybody's like that. Oh, see you and your chips, big man.
You're right. They don't. But that opening scene is everybody on the ship wants somebody to say hello and wants his approval. He's a god, man. Hey, how you doing, Ryback? Oh, hi, Ryback. Like my big toe, Ryback? Can you lick my stamps for me, Ryback? Think I should wear my hair like this?
Oh, it's superb, man. It's just, he's the man for no other reason than he is the man. You know what I mean? But he's on his way up to the captain's quarters or whatever it is, isn't he? And this is when the acting. Captain. I do.
You're like, is he trying to Marlon Brando or something?
I don't know what he did.
The captain's basically saying to him, what's happening in the early stages of this? The SS Missouri's getting decommissioned, so it's its big farewell. They're going to what's the name of that place? Pearl Harbor ceremony with George Bush, the president, and all that. So the captain says, "Hey, Ryback, you gonna wear your suit? You gonna wear it, you son of a bitch? Gonna wear it like everybody else?" You know, I don't like wearing this, Captain. The captain just says to me, "God damn it, son! If I had the ribbons you had, I'd wear it to sleep."
No, mate. It's your typical action movie dialogue, isn't it? Well, damn.
That's that love hate, innit? But I'm not wearing my whites,
but
the captain
it turns out,
backs down.
aye, that's it. And it is, well, I suppose I'm making your, what is it says? I'm making your birthday dinner or something. So,
Aye.
I mean, we can just do the hamburger thing, and it's like, oh, that's how you swayed the argument. Oh, you're some man. Who else but Ryback?
Sure pants. Wait a minute. I think we should start. We should refer to him as Quagmire on this. Captain says to him, Ryback, you're a son of a bitch, and I love you. So he agrees. He says, right, don't need to wear your whites, but stay down below. Can't have the president getting all shocked at you and your 5,000 litres of bouillabaisse, or whatever it is he's making.
Even Big George would be like that. Ryback, you son of a bitch.
Fucking Casey Ryback. Goddamn Casey Ryback. So I'm taking this hat off, mate. It's the Waynes. They go to them. we're just back with holidays for Rossi, and we got what we were on the Waverley. Oh, absolute child abuse.
Aye,
So it is.
aye. But the bold, this you see Gary Busey's character and all. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
I'm just calling him Busey. And he doesn't like Ryback, doesn't he? Though? So,
No.
still, why do you tolerate this crackpot? No. Oh, the Tiffany man. Oh, it's so
Oh, lethal weapon, aye. Gary Busey. This is
Oh.
when he's just clinically insane. He's not went full bonkers in
Aye.
his real life. But there's a wee news report just getting you up to speed about the 50-year anniversary of Pearl Harbor, USS Missouri shots fired.
Aye. Turns out they're going to have a surprise party for the captain's birthday, isn't it? After, because it's actual footage of George Bush on it, isn't it? It's like the full news report. But anyway, what is it? They're setting sail to, what is it? San Diego or something like that?
San Francisco.
San Francisco, and this time they're going to have a surprise party for the captain. I mean,
But Mad Busey, he's arguing with one of the deckhands, and he's given his authority for a helicopter to land without the captain's authority. And the guy's giving him jip. Only the captain can give that order, sir. It's a surprise birthday party. You're telling me you got to fucking get the captain and ruin a surprise, you little son of a bitch. Well, I'll agree to it, sir, but under protest. Noted. But Busey's very early on, no gain of monkeys. He's already, mid that conversation, said we're not doing the daily exercises when we get there and all that. And they're looking at him.
Aye, everything's obviously under the guise that it's for this surprise party, isn't it? But they all want to. They send that wee guy that's in the Transformer films, isn't he? That wee general. He has held every position in the American government. I mean,
and he's in every series of 24, isn't he?
Aye.
He's the president's, what is it, secret agent, top dude.
Aye. He's just everything. He's director, soldier, everything. But he's been sent into the kitchen, isn't it? To tell everybody, right, everybody, you're not going to the mess hall. And there's the Belgian. He's started a dance off. Hey, dance. You know what I mean? Just throwing knives at a board and all that. Just, I love it. I love it in the Navy.
Go Cuba. Go Cuba. Go Cuba. Where's your moves, Ryback? See, it's just reminded me of that guy in one of the Family Guy spin-offs when they go to the posh school. There's Big Chin.
Aye.
And he does that, then he goes, it's just he speaks that posh.
Aye, but that's it. Ryback's getting told, "Hi, you're about to go to the mess hall," and Ryback's offended. But only I cook for the captain. The captain likes my sausages.
I fucking heard that, I know. He goes, so Krill's next form of attack is clever because he wants him put in the brig, didn't he? So he says, you're just an arsehole that get punched his superior officer and now you're a wee dick cook.
Aye.
And he goes, did it and smacks him, didn't he?
Aye. Mate, it's the way you see Busey as well. He's looking at it must be soup or something like that, and he's like, that smells lovely. And then coughs up the biggest. He had to summon it for hell. Know what I mean? Just spits in it. It's like a golf ball landing into the pool. Know what I mean? What?
I had to get the Ouija board out for this grogger. And to coin a phrase,
Instagram for this fucking spit.
Coin a phrase for American listeners. He hawks a loogie in the giant pot of bouillabaisse.
Aye. Oh, there's not much of a head on that, is there, Ryback? But
see his face, but when he does it, Ryback, he's offended.
Just starts going, what?
So Ryback decks him. Phil says, take him to the brig. Somebody else comes out of nowhere and goes, Kent, no, it's Ryback, innit? You can't put me in the brig without the captain's authority. Go and get the captain, phone him.
Aye.
Good, we'll put you in the fridge in. Right away, that should tell everybody, why is he no phoning the captain, this guy?
Aye, exactly. Know what I mean? Because that's what I was kind of looking at last night as well. Because like none of them are in on the plan. Know what I mean? So it's not like they're like, ha 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 ha. But I got a fright there. I was like, thumb on your head.
If you want to get the full effects of this, you'll need to watch for YouTube channel.
Oh.
What's everywhere with you? Smashing that.
But like you says, Ryback gets flung into the meat locker, which is practically a big fridge, and he gets left with a wee guard. You know what I mean? Next thing you see is the party crew coming and they're flying in to land on the deck, aren't they?
Aye. So it's one of the, what do you call it, an Airbus, double propellered helicopters, and it's full, right? So Erika Eleniak's meant to be Miss July '89 for Playboy. She's the big surprise, and then the rest of the people on there are the caterers and the band.
Mm-hmm.
When they land, I will have a word to say about the band, right? So, they always guard the threat with the most inexperienced first day in the job private, don't they?
Aye. Because Ryback's sitting getting this wee guy pelters, isn't he? And he's just by the book, for the book, the whole shebang. No, I mean, he's like, no, I'm not listening to you. You're no there. Know what I mean? It's just, and that wee guy has been in all sorts of stuff too, hasn't he?
Aye.
I can't remember what it is, but I remember that the other night. But whatever. But
Man beasted by Alien and X-Files.
aye. But all Ryback's concerned about is getting his pies at the oven, isn't he? It's just, oh. But next thing we're just seeing all this party, isn't he? They're coming in, setting up and stuff, and I've just called her
She gets half the
Erica.
helicopter.
Aye,
The full boat taking erection, didn't they?
aye. It turns into Alfred Hitchcock, the birds, and it. They're all just staring. You got pretty skin.
Aye. To be fair, she's got the old latex gear on. Didn't help her cause, you know what I mean?
Oh,
And
aye.
she's looking fine. Not as fine as I remember, but I think it's the eyebrows put me off. But hey, she was a fine looking woman, that Erika Eleniak. So, Tommy Lee Jones is part of this band, apparently, and he's walking behind her. He's looking at her arse and he's, damn, I love this business. just there, and throughout the next couple of scenes, you can see him going full Harvey Two-Face mode, can't you?
Aye, it's very similar, isn't it? But again, he looks pure at a place for the rest of the band. Know what I mean?
No?
Because they're all like kind of suited, like the commitments, and there he's wearing a leather studded jacket. Know what I mean? Like a biker. It's just,
Aye.
but
Aye.
the bold Erica, she's got seasickness, hasn't she? And she gets these pills off Busey. I take these. I could take 2 of these and call me in the morning. Know what I mean? It's just,
Aye. Climbed in that bloody cake where, I'll tell you. Don't worry, hen, it's frosting.
but aye.
So, again, back and forth between Casey and the wee private. Wee private started to talk, which was never a good idea by the director. Well, you want to shut up now, Casey Ryback? Ryback. Look at you. Ryback.
Aye.
Pure deep south.
Aye. He must have been the only one that didn't want to see Ryback at the start. Know what I mean? Oh, will you be my pal?
So we've quickly got to the mess hall, and then the band's playing. Everybody's, way hey! And Tommy Lee Jones is, I'm Bad Billy. What is it? Bad Billy and the Bale Jumpers. That's the name of his fucking band. This band that nobody has heard of, but he's welcomed upon there without security checks or nothing, you know what I mean?
Aye. Everybody's just all getting entertained, aren't they? The next thing, Big Busey jumps in. I'd forgot all about this, but by the way, jumps into the screen and he's obviously done up like a woman. Big diddies and all that, wearing a dress, lipstick, the whole shebang. It's like,
He's doing that 2 steps forward, 1 steps back thing.
dancing like your auntie at a party, you know what I mean? Oh.
Oh, you've got big son. Won't give your auntie a kiss. One of the aunties.
That's your nephew, Margaret.
He'd be MD's nephew.
Oh, but see, the
Brilliant,
whole
man.
time, the bold Ryback's in this meat locker, isn't he? And he's like, something's not right, mate. Something's not right.
Mate, I wouldn't even say it was a meat locker, I'd say it's a hut locker.
Oh,
Just say, what is in there?
damn, Ryback.
But we Ramirez, he's the only one that's asked for him. Hey, where's Ryback? You seen Ryback? No, shut it.
I know. Get out and enjoy the party, son. But
Aye.
it's just the whole crew is in this mess deck now, aren't they? Everybody's there. While Busey's away to go and get the captain. Know what I mean? And even that's funny as well. He's standing there like to attention. Sir, I'm your date tonight. We captains like that.
Oh, damn it. And it's just at this bit we flash back to the band and Tommy Lee Jones is on the horn. Which one of you fine fellows is the most highest ranking officer on this deck? And they all point to this poor bastard who just comes forward and goes, I am. Oh, you're the highest ranking officer, are you? Yes, I'm fucking navigation, communication, fucking across the nation, captain guy. All right, aye, move forward. And he just pulls a gun out, shoots him right in the head. You're like, oh no, it's happening.
It's very sudden, isn't it? This is the whole takeover by these terrorists, because then it cuts back to the captain's quarters and Busey shoots the captain. Like, know what I mean? It's like straight up cue. Know what I mean?
Oh, no dialogue or nothing. It's just here you plug.
That's
You
it.
know what I mean?
Know what I mean? It's just chaos, mate. And you just get like a kind of like the terrorists are moved into like positions or the boat, haven't they? And you just see them rounding people up and shooting people and just taking out the parts of the ship that they obviously plan to take here. Know what I mean?
Caterers are bastards.
Is it the old Tommy Lee says like that? He goes, aye. Oh, it was. He's like 4 minutes ahead of schedule. Damn, I'm good.
Aye. See when they're doing in the engine room, there's this old kind of, you'd probably call him the Scotty of the boat, you know what I mean? He's the chief engineer, and you can tell he's not an actor. He's actually was the chief engineer for the Missouri, and he was also in battleships.
Was it?
Remember when their boats are all getting blown up, they have to go back to the old boats and they get the Missouri and all that? He's one of them.
Oh,
God bless
there you
America.
I knows how to win a fight, that boy. But
Aye, to get shot in the leg.
but a lot of crew get all rounded up, didn't they? And they get put into some holding place, or the doors and that are all sealed up. Know what I mean? So that's it. The threat of the boat being taken over is gone, isn't it?
Aye, but Ryback's heard gunfire and he says to the private, "Come on, you dopey arse, you must have heard that. That was gunfire." "There could have been anything, Ryback." Aye, mate.
I know. But the terrorists got up to the weapons control, didn't they? And they start reactivating the weapons and stuff. It's just your typical bad guy setting up stuff, isn't it? It's just
It's
all
a
hands to
very
the
fast
pumps.
turnover, very fast turnaround because they've got all the crew doing the engine rooms and doing the boating, and they soon are in there and they've welded the doors shut, haven't they?
Aye.
Which is clever.
Aye. That's it. They'll give complete control of the boat already. And it's just they're setting up, having a laugh and all this. But it's like it's Ryback says to that wee soldier, just phone up to the deck, see what's happening. Know what I mean? And one more bollers another, isn't it? Busey's character gets told about, or we've got a wee soldier down in the kitchen asking what's going on and all this stuff. You know what I mean? And that's when
Even
they find out.
some of the crew are getting taken in transit. One gets a wee bit, hey, so it gets shot, and then Tommy Lee Jones shoots the guy next to him, which is fucking, you're like, what do you do? And he just says, gentlemen, listen up. If you try to be a hero, I will shoot you and the guy next to you. So maybe we want to think about that going forward. Sally ho.
Aye. A message is sent clear. But they find out about Ryback's locked in this kitchen, isn't he? And the Tommy Lee Jones character, he sends two of his wee goons down. But Busey's like, oh, we should maybe send more men. It's like, you're just a horrible wee bastard. You want to spit in his soup again?
Aye, exactly. And at this stage, Krill wants to go himself, although he doesn't know that he's an ex-SEAL at the time. Maybe just hates him that much. He wants to be the one that fucking puts a bullet in him, I suppose.
That's it. But they say the wee guys, the two henchmen are down there, aren't they? And they kill that wee fucking idiot. You know what I mean? He's like, turn around, drop your gun, we won't shoot you, promise. No fooling, mister. Oh, jeez, mister. You're a swell. Bang, bang, bang. Done.
No, wasn't even a couple, man. It was a good few, and you see it coming out his chest. Poor wee Wayne, fucking first day in the job. But he's told them what fridge that Ryback's in, which, as we find out, gave Ryback enough fucking time to plank himself in this fridge, because they burst open the door and start unloading without effect, didn't they?
That's it. They spray the bullets everywhere and step into this meat locker thing, or as you've called it, the hut locker. And Ryback has found a wee hatch in this meat locker, jumps down, hits the first guy, locks the two of them in there, and locks the door and uncuffs himself, didn't he? And the whole time he's like, motherfucker's in my kitchen.
My pies. I looks him back in the fridge. He was locked in. He turns the lights off. And then first thing he does is takes his chef's lights off because he's not a cook anymore. He's a vest-wielding bastard.
What is the thing as well when it comes to action heroes? They always end up in a vest.
Right. Whereas the two henchmen that came down to sort them out, they arrived in a helicopter, dicky bows and looking like caterers, but they get time to change into full fucking tactical gear, you know what I mean? Beanie hats and everything.
Oh, superb, man. But
Ryback's out the fridge, turned the lights off, and he's made a wee microwave bomb, hinty, for later.
Aye. You know what I mean? Turns into MacGyver, doesn't he? But,
fuck.
But the two bad guys eventually out of the fridge and they're stalking this kitchen looking for Ryback.
I'm not happy with the way I'm not happy with how easily this fridge door gives it up.
I know, mate. I know.
No.
The blow holes in it, know what I mean? It's just, nah. But Ryback takes out the first guy, didn't he? We are thrown.
He's weak enough that he took out his fucking chopping board earlier.
He's
right in the throat.
First guy is like in the neck, you know what I mean? And then he grapples with the next guy and breaks his neck, I think. Or he breaks his windpipe, something along the lines. But it's the neck.
It's the breathing there. Stops the breathing apparatus.
Aye.
And then he very quickly moves forward. He goes, he makes a beeline for the captain's quarters, doesn't he? And he finds his pal lying there, all riddled.
Aye. So,
lead
but Jimmy,
poisoning.
he was only a boy. It was one day from retirement.
This was his last voyage. Son of a bitch.
He
And then he takes the
survived that
obligatory.
STI in Guam. He didn't die for the shit.
And then as a hark back to the last conversation, he pulls out the whites and puts them at it with all his ribbons and all that. And then you see him doing that vengeance look as if killed him off. The guy that I like is my father.
I mean, you get a deeper sigh than for all the other sighs. Instead of going, he goes,
oh, somebody's getting foobarred in a wee minute, I'll tell you that. So, the next thing, a jet, a bit of recon, US Army flies about the boat, because I've not heard of it in a wee while. Whatever his call sign is. PK421, why aren't you at your post?
Oh, I nearly drowned.
Uncle Owen? Yeah. 13 units got a bad motivator. Look. Hey, why are you trying to pull on us here? But they blow it out the sky, didn't they?
I think it was the battleship's defense gun and take out this fighter jet, and then it breaks into a bit of Jimi Hendrix in it. Aye.
Bit of voodoo child, man, absolutely brilliant. And aye. Now it's time for the criminals to party.
But cuts to Tommy Lee Jones in it, and now he's making his demands with.
Meanwhile, at the halls of justice.
This command centre, isn't it? And it's this wee secretary saying to the CI guy, "Oh, you've done it now. You've done it now. Johnston, oh no."
Because the Admiral's like, this guy's called Stranix. Should we be taking him seriously? Who knows anything about him? And that's when your wee man for the CIA, Sugarly Smoker, sits down and goes, yeah, I think you ought to, fucking take him seriously. Hi, what is he? Well, what is he? He's the best. He's the best, you see. He divulges, and Tommy Lee divulges, hey, how you doing there, Baker? Why'd you try to kill me, you son of a bitch?
That's that, isn't it? And it turns out that this is what pushed him over the edge, isn't it? That the CIA try to have him taken care of, so to speak. But Tommy Lee Jones
mean a wee blanket on the couch, people.
But he makes up an act, didn't he? That he's actually flipped his lid. Know what I mean?
That's great. That is great.
Aye. That it's all about the peace and the revolution and all that stuff, and I'll be back in touch with other demands, and hangs up, didn't he? And then the next thing they're all laughing. Oh, do you think they believed you? I don't know.
Gary Busey and fucking Jimmy Rabbit are sitting going, oh, he's mad at him. I like the cut of his jib. But it's great, a wee bit of dialogue, and he says, I'll give you so long to come back to me, ta-ta. So it just gives you time for all the headquarters to go, oh my God, what the hell? What are we going to do?
That's it. The CIA guy divulges that this is the guy you send in to take over stuff. Know what I mean? We sent him in to take over a Korean submarine and sink it. Know what I mean? This is his speciality, and they're all like that. Jesus.
And they're like, how do you know it's sunk? Oh, we know it's sunk. He done his job and then he fucked off. You know what I mean? Point of principle. Just as they're all arguing the peace, Tommy Lee Jones lets a missile off, didn't he?
Aye, he blows up some sort of satellite relay place, isn't it? But they're all sitting questioning like that. Why is he doing that? He knows we can still track him for peril. Know what I mean? And you're going, why is he doing that?
At first you think, do you know what? It's just to prove his severity. Look, I've got hundreds of missiles here. I don't get a monkey's fuck, but ones I let off or no. You know what I mean?
Aye.
But Casey Ryback ends up the mess, and he sees all the bodies and the bunting and the cake and all that lying about.
No, something to say, you know. See the party's going on. There's like a mad commander guy who goes, oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. You know what I mean? And there's like 3 lights that have been stuck on. Oh, superb,
Aye.
man.
You fucking
But
bottle of Beck's Blue and all that. Ah, it's fucking beautiful, man.
Oh, but the next thing, Casey or Ryback nudges this big cake into it as he's gone to search
Nudges
another room.
Fucking,
Aye.
he nudges it about 30 mile an hour.
But this is it, isn't it? No, apparently, this was see like a Blockbuster and stuff like that. Apparently, they had to keep ordering new tapes in because
This is the
this
most
part of the
worn out
tape
bit.
had been worn out because it had been rewinded and played that many times.
Aye.
That's dedication to the cause.
Tell you, but it's worth a pause that. So it's Erika Eleniak's burst out the cake. You see her back first, her arse going from side to side in a figure of 8, which is quite captivating. And then, but she's got her eyes shut. She's doing all this, so she doesn't see Ryback going up to her with a gun. And she takes the tap off and all that and gets the fellows out. Then she opens her eyes, and goes, "Who are you?"
Gets the Mitchell twins out, know what I mean?
Allegedly, it was meant to be Pamela Anderson. She was offered it first, and she says, "No, look, I'm busy. So I'm on a boat that week with Tommy. I'm busy, but my pal will do it because she was in the Baywatch for there. No,
but like you says, she opens her eyes to Ryback who's standing there with him a gun pointed at her, know what I mean? It's just like, will you stop breathing on me?
aye. When you get out of my face, you fucking ponytail wearing douchebag. But it starts quizzing her quite aggressively. And I suppose he's doing it aggressively just to get her first reaction. And she's like, I didn't know, I took these pills, and before I knew it, the next thing I woke up busting out a cake. Didn't wake up with a sore head or that, I didn't wake up wondering where I was. I must have fell asleep in the cake.
Oh, super fun. But he's quizzing her because he thinks she's part of this terrorist group as well, isn't she? He's trying to find out how many terrorists there are and all this stuff. But she's doing, I don't know.
Why don't you believe me? Look at my ditties?
That's bad.
Why don't you believe me? Look at my ditties. He's like, it's okay. I do believe you. And then he gives her a crash course in fucking weapons training. But before that, she goes like, so who are you? Some kind of fucking superhero guy or something? No, just the cook. Just a lowly little cook.
Aye. And he's still let a cook for the Muppets. Hurdy-gurdy-gurdy.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh,
what was his name, man? Just cook.
I can't remember.
Oh, my Swedish cook. I want to hurdy-gurdy. Brilliant, man. Oh, dearie me.
Oh.
So the next thing, HQ, we'll call it Halls of Justice, they're all having a wee chat with one another. And then they divulge to the rest of the table, it's got fucking Tomahawk nuclear warheads on it. The rest of the table go, you're fucking kidding me on. A warship is getting nukes on it. Oh, this day gets better and better.
Oh, superb, man. But this is when you find out that our Tommy has also kept the Korean submarine, isn't he? And he's in contact with it. Hi, hey, just pull up outside there.
Aye, he's but on the submarines are Koreans no more. On the submarines we have hello, is that you, Tommy Lejean? I want your nuclear warheads. Oh.
I see when it was making contact with the boat, it was like Hello, hello. This is not Hawk.
Oh. Hey man, is that submarine guy? Good morning. So there's apparently France are in the arms race, black market, and they want America's nuclear warheads. We didn't write the script. We're just reporting back to you what's happening. Right? It's just this French are fucking mental in this, right? They've got a bugbearer with somebody, and somebody's getting a nuclear warhead up their arse.
Aye. But they find out about the guys down in the kitchen have been killed, and Busey and Tommy make their way, don't they? But this is what I was laughing at and all last night. So, so Tommy's like that, just looking at the dead bodies and sees a knife in the guy's neck and goes, "This was done by a professional."
I know. This guy didn't trip and fall on a knife. No.
Oh, brilliant, man.
That's quality, innit? Absolute quality.
Aye. The two of them start arguing among one another, don't they? Like, you were supposed to tell us about everybody on this boat. In the background, you hear Ping, which is the microwave bomb that was set up earlier. You know what I mean? But it blows up, takes a couple of guys out. And again, Tommy's like that. I want to see this guy's record. This it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
I know. In the course of watching the film, it's took them a long time to realise that these guys are making back for doing the stair, you know what I mean? But judging by the microwave bomb, it must all have just happened in like a couple of minutes. So I'll give them that, right? But you're right, mate. The fucking microwave bombs went off when he's got nothing but love for him, and he's like,
he's good. Aye. That's my boy. That's my boy.
So somewhere else in the boat, Casey's trying to put tits into a locker. Right, you stay in here and all that. And she just starts banging fuck out it. He opens a locker and says, "Look, do you want to die?" She's like, "I hate small spaces." She's like, "Look, stay in here, stay alive." Shuts the door. She's a bitch again. Lets her out and decides, right, you're going to come with me. I'm going to give you an automatic weapon. Fuck.
I know. As she says, I've got 2 rules. I don't date musicians and I don't kill people. And he's like, "You're going to do what you fucking got to do, eh?"
Why you gotta bust my balls, huh, bitch? Why don't
Telling
you
you,
just put on the black jacket and the hat and look a little bit sexy there, kind of follow me and shit.
Oh, well, but back at Laws of Justice, as she called it. No, planning to take the boat back, isn't they? All plans, getting like SEAL teams and all this back onto the boat to take care and stuff. But
This is all.
They also
this
say
is all for our
if
benefit,
they fail,
innit?
if they fail to do it, they'll blow up the boat. Know what I mean? So it's like, oh no, Ryback's on that boat.
All those innocent men in the belly of the beast. This is where the term "blown out the water" comes from. But by this time, Ryback's file has been seized, and Krill's raging. "What's up with you? Can you believe I had to go into the captain's own personal filing cabinet for his fucking file? That's why I couldn't find it." And then divulges he's one of the most decorated people in the Navy. He's an ex-SEAL. He punched an officer and he got demoted. And the captain took a liking to him and says, "Right, you can be my cook till your term's been served."
Aye, that's it. And they're all like that, all shook. Like, what do you mean? We've got a universal soldier on here. You know what I mean? We've got Rambo running about.
Oh, is that him with the fucking Barry Allen hands? Is that him? You got a wee bit of Casey and Jordan, her name is, in it,
Aye.
walking about, and he says something to her, and she refuses. And this is quite apt. Like in 1992, he says, "Hey, don't you believe in women's lib?" And she says, "Of course I do, when it suits me." Fast forward that to 2023.
Aye, because he says, "Why am I having to carry all this stuff?" Know what I mean? And he says, well, I'll carry it and you kill everybody then. And she's like,
That's it.
oh no, I mean, you take your face for a shite. But
And I'll meet you in the officer's mess for a big bowl of salt.
uh, but Ryback gets onto a safety boat, a lifeboat, doesn't he?
Quite funny. If this piece of equipment, only he must know about because it's under the guise of being a medical package in it,
Aye,
but it's
and
no.
it's the sky dish. Know what I mean? He set it up for the 3 o'clock kickoff. Know what I mean? But he set up communications with HQ, didn't he? Just
Aye. So we can talk to the Halls of Justice. Gets this fucking medical thing out. Just say, mate, absolute old school satellite dish attached to a car phone at a Mercedes for 1989.
oh.
Hey, hello, Nighthawk. Come in. In fact, he's not got a call sign. Just odds it up to his ear and goes. And then somebody at HQ goes, my God, that sounds like Casey Ryback.
Do you know he doesn't wear his whites when it was tradition day? Is that cool? It's my best pal. I hung about with him all through school.
He getting sent home to get his uniform on. Isn't that fucking terrible? We'll never wear it, a bastard. Now, Tommy Lee Jones is on the Goons fucking walkie-talkies telling everybody that can hear him, including Ryback. Look, this guy's on here. He's fucking dangerous. Do not engage. Do you know what I mean? And he knows Ryback's heard it, and then he says, turn to an alternative channel.
Aye.
So they just want to keep him down below, didn't they?
Aye. But this is where Ryback tells them, didn't he, that they've built a lot of kind of transport system right through the boat, and they're going to take the missiles off the boat. Know what I mean? But they're all like that. He's a mad bastard, that boy. We could fully name ourselves. Oh, the right Jesus. You know what I mean? They're just like so assured of ourselves, aren't they? I you're just who are these people in these jobs? You know what I mean?
I don't know where they're getting these fucking girders for. You know what I mean? Big yellow girders that they're seeming to cut through like butter and then hang with coat hangers. No chains, man. It's fucking wire. You know what I mean? And what their plan is to do is to make a kind of like a runway for them in it, like a monorail to put the neutral line to get them onto the subway and all that kind of shit. Which is quite clever, I suppose.
But the commander says to Ryback, didn't he? Just you keep giving us intelligence and all that. The Navy's on their way. Know what I mean? But we know Ryback. We know him. He's not going to take a back seater.
I do fuck.
He's here to kick ass and chew gum. And he's all out of gum.
He watched Rambo 2 before he came on this boat, and he knows you want to win a war, got to become war. So he's up on deck with Jordan. She's like, oh, look, Ryback, a helicopter. You can fly that, can't you? Yeah, I can. But we're not going to fly it. Stay here, bitch. And he goes away up to the helicopter, and he just puts a wee bomb on it, didn't he? Blows that up.
But he's discovered with him. Aye. And like you say, it starts like it starts like a gunfight, doesn't it? And I don't even remember him seeing him tie this on himself. You know what I mean?
No, he runs and grabs it, doesn't he?
Aye, we'll go with that because it certainly doesn't tie it on himself. But when this helicopter explodes, he flies off the edge, doesn't he? And he's tied to something. And he bounces off the ship, and I mean, all these bad guys are, oh, look at that big flame there. But they all run into the edge of the boat. Not one person goes, hear you. No, I mean, nobody has a peek here. Oh.
I know. Oh, look at that. That's an easy shot. Goodbye. To me. But they've all set their sights on Jordan, and it's taken his time to climb up for her to be captured and surrounded by 4 goons, which he takes out like that.
Aye. He takes out 4 bad guys in 4 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, literally. It's boom, 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 boom. Right. That's us. We're away.
Aye, and then actually there's another two before they get in the wee door, didn't he? Turns around and fucking there's another two. Now he reported back to HQ on the big satellite dish fucking car phone that there was about 30 of them. I can guarantee you by the end of this film, he's killed more than 30 people.
Apparently, 100 people die in this film. So,
Know what I mean?
yeah. What are you going to do? It's right back in it.
Aye.
He makes everything sound so wee like that. Because there's only 5 of them.
That's only 30, I'll handle it.
Aye. Oh, so bad. But aye, he runs through his door as well, doesn't he? And he puts a grenade on the hono like a booby trap. And
Aye.
this guy runs in and opens it, and then boom, he's blown away. You know what I mean? And again, my old Tommy's like that. Oh, I love that boy.
This guy's a pain in the ass. Can love him.
Oh no.
So Krill wants to. He had an idea. He says, I've got to draw this wee prick out. There's only one way to do it. Set up a trap for him. And there's a mad idea to flood the boiler room where all the crew are slowly because it knows it will draw them out.
Aye.
And he's telling his plan to fucking Jimmy Rabbit and Tommy Lee Jones. They're like, you're crazy. You don't like it.
Oh, superb, man. But cuts back to Ryback, did it? And the so good at it. It's so good. Oh.
You make the noise. You do it. No, not that noise. The fucking.
Aye. The bonging in it. So it does. You can hear Morse code, you know what I mean? Ding, 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 ding. You know what I mean? Oh, it's like, oh.
What's an SOS?
What
Not
did she
as big
say?
as hits that.
Aye.
So can't you hear me right back? Will you hear me? SOS. Chap, 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 chap.
Aye. Because what is it she says to her? Oh, what are they saying? And he just this is the peak of his acting. He goes, they're saying, get me the hell out of here.
Oh.
What?
So the goons have quite conveniently left one of the blowtorches and fucking propane tanks lying outside the door they've welded. But Ryback, of course, is a Navy SEAL who are renowned for their welding skills. He unwelds the door and he lets out the 6 kind of higher ranking officers, elder ones that weren't taken downstairs with the whole crew.
Like, possibly the worst of everybody you would want to be all together and a wee convenient room to be released at a later date. You know what I mean? It's like there's a tech guy right away, the guy that can sabotage the boat. That'd be your first protocol. Do him in. You know what I mean? But right back against his wee. Aye.
Excuse me. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat there. Aye, he gets his wee posses you're going to say there. And no sooner has he done that than Krill comes out of the tannoy, mate, doesn't he?
Aye. He's just baiting Ryback, isn't he? Like, oh look. It's like a Batman villain, isn't it? Oh look. You're Ryback.
Exactly what it's like. Oh, here's my plan, see? He's obviously forgot to take his Gary Busey pills. He's, oh, his eyes
As he twirls his moustache. Oh, aye, but he lets him know, doesn't he? It appears that I'm afraid the Death Star will be fully operational when the Navy arrives.
Oh, brilliant, man.
Oh, no, man.
Your faith in the drowning will be your undoing. Your faith in the Navy is yours.
Oh, aye. But he tells him, aye, I'm going to drown the crew, know what I mean? And this is where a wee bit of a drummer boy comes in, doesn't it? He's expecting me. He's not expecting us. Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, brilliant. Who's with me? I'm with you, Ryback. You fat guy's first one to fucking lob yourself in. and they're all up for it apart from the kind of young, good-looking guy. Hey, I didn't sign up for this. I pushed pencils.
Aye.
And he just gets a fucking dirty look after everybody, and he's like, aye, all right, then. How do I work this gun? And by this time, our fucking Tits McGee, she's fucking locked and loaded. She knows exactly what to do, doesn't she? I'm telling you, man. She
Tits
just,
McGee.
yeah, Tits McGee, she just gets this Glock, loads it, hands it to him like a fucking pro, man. And he looks
Aye.
at us as if to go, oh my God, who is this girl? Ah,
What's your name, soldier? Tits McGee, sir.
fucking, she gets uniformed up at the end. That's fucking hilarious. Anyway, Ramirez, who is, you'll know him for Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. He's, what's he, Tito or something? Or
Aye.
he's a mad,
Something like
when the guy takes the speed off the fucking knife and all that.
that. Aye.
Oh, man.
That's some good shit. But oh, but this is it. The goodies decide we're going to save the crew, isn't it? And
Dun, 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 dun.
aye, because the wee tech guy, he disables the weapons system, didn't he? You know what I mean?
Yes.
What I'm talking about, he should have been right. Who can they whit on this boat? Right, see him, put him in the sea. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Just, but
I can look on the guy's toilet's doors for you, can you? Oh, I do that. They'll bust for a fish. They'll not be able to concentrate.
but
Ramirez, he drops a kind of pipe bomb
aye,
in on top of some of the guns, blows them away. That's another 4.
aye,
You know what I mean?
aye. And then it was like it just ensues a big gun battle up this corridor, doesn't it? Just at that point in time, HQ phones. There's gunfire going on.
Austin Powers phone.
Aye.
What's happening, Basil? Lots happening, Foxy.
Oh no! But
They get pinned down right beside the wee wheel with tons of water off, which is handy.
oh, superb, man! But the commands, we want to talk to Ryback. You know what I mean? To the point, Jordan puts Ryback on. You know what I mean? So he's sitting shooting away. Like, I mean, you can hear gunfire left, right, and centre. Ryback, what's going on? Oh, I'm in the middle of that gunfight, sir. You know what I mean?
I know the Admiral goes for fucking well. Seeing as you're not going to do what I specifically ordered you to do, you yeah, this is exactly how he says it. You have some good luck there, soldier or sailor.
Aye.
I ain't bothered, dick.
He hangs up, you know what I mean? And then the wee admiral's like that. Wow, they got some big trouble on that boat. Oh.
Big trouble, little water. Mm. This next wee bit, Ryback easily kills 20 guys.
Aye. No, he's running about with two. Is it just 2 Uzis in it?
Aye.
And he's running about so gracefully. Just no, but it's like, have you ever seen? Is it Equilibrium or something? The film's called
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium. See, like
Aye.
Christian Bale does. Stones in the one spot, just goes brr, 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 like that. That's genuinely what he does right through this boat. You know what I mean?
Aye. Like RoboCop when he walks into the crack den.
Oh mate, even impales on poor bastard with one of the half cut girders. Know what I mean? This guy, he does the old movie.
Now that's cool, right? You analyse it, laws of physics. Just it wouldn't impale the guy. They fucking split him in two. It doesn't matter. But the most unbelievable thing, see when he walks in and all these girder cutters, as I called them in this. There's a guy putting a girder through a still saw.
You know, mate. I know.
These things can only be cut with blowtorches. And he's
Aye,
pushing
yes.
one, no bother. And then another guy comes down a ladder with half a one, down a ladder. It's no waiting at all. Goes to the ladder and he only
It's
gets
like
the
it's
surprise.
made up.
Oh, who are you?
See, before that fight started, Seagal should have been like that. Jesus, big man, you're fucking solid.
I know. It's
I
amazing.
don't know what he was
Just there was
hoping
a
to
physics
achieve.
good.
I know. Because he ran past about 5 of these guys, and then he was rumbled by the guy coming down the stairs. I don't. What was his plan? You know what I mean? What?
Aye, you did. I know what you mean. You're like that. You're going to buy that one. You're going to buy that one. Wait, where the hell? What are you doing here? They're baddies. You know what I mean? They're going to
Oh.
notice you and try and end you.
But again, he whips out his trusty knife, right? And he kills 5 of these people. So you're talking, that's almost 30 people that have been killed for this gunfight started, know what I mean? Oh, bear in mind, he's already killed, what, how many up on the deck? About 6. And then the 2 in the kitchen. We're past the 30 mark here now, know what I mean?
Oh, we're 40 plus,
Oh.
mate. And then when he's killing these wee girder cutters, he decides not to blunt his knife on the last one and pushes him through the still saw with the shoulder. You're like, yeah, that's fucking 80s, man. Even though it's 1992.
Oh,
That was quite good.
well, man.
So the SEAL team are inbound, mate, now, aren't they?
Aye. See while this is all going on, your Tommy's on the phone to the French guy, isn't he? Going, oh, come on, Francois. You can buy 5 of these, know what I mean?
Nerd.
But in the meantime, as well, the strike team's coming into it because the wee baddie tech guy, he's off. There's a helicopter incoming. But it says, I just use that defense system to shoot them down, and this is when they discover that the weapons have been disabled into it. And
This is quite ingenious what they do, but innit?
yeah, because the next thing into it, you've got Ryback, they're up on deck again, you can hear the helicopter, they're like that. Oh, there's the good guys coming. Yes!
There's the
Yes!
business on the road now. I know these cunts personally.
Aye. America! Fuck yeah!
Down, 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 boom, 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 down, 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 down. But then you just hear shh, bang, and the fucking 2 helicopters get blown up. You're like, oh, what the I thought the weapons were offline, man. And what happens, mate, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Aye. Turns out that this submarine has came to the surface in it, and they've shot them down with Stinger missiles. And you're like, dirty bastards.
Was it the submarine guys?
Aye.
Oh, I thought it was Tommy Lee Jones and Krill that done it. Just because I'd just seen the black outline, so it doesn't matter who it was, but it was amazing, mate. 'Cause I forgot about it. And it's just see these 2 wee black silhouettes with bazookas on their shoulders. And then you think back to when Tommy Lee says weapons are still offline, he just goes, man. So it's a nuisance, but he knows what he's going to do. That's clever.
It's good, isn't it? Then we get Ryback turns into MacGyver again. Just should be playing that 18 music in it because he's dismantling this. Where did he get this for? Where did he get this shell for? You know what I mean? Because he's just hanging dismantling this thing. Know what I mean? Want to know how I know you're gay? You're dismantling that very ever so gently.
Oh. Then Krill gets on the blower and goes, where are my detonators? I mean, he fashions this thing at a warhead, this other bomb thing. All the while, back at the Hearts of Justice, Admiral fucking Specs says, well, that's it. Order the airstrike. This wee guy opposite him on this red phone all the time. He's just, fuck off, mate. Get me the president. I'm just finding it, aye.
Oh, it's so good, man. But like you say, it's case Ryback's fashioned this explosive into, and the next thing he's climbed down into the water and he's beside this submarine. Now, I don't know how he gets seen, but he gets seen. You know what I mean?
Jimmy Rabbit's fucking Sixth Sense.
I
feel watery. There's something in the water. Not anywhere.
There's somebody in the water. And instantly everybody that's on top of that submarine goes, what's that bastard there? You know what I mean? Swinging these big hook things into the water and all this, know what I mean?
See for the level of bomb that he built like 2 minutes beforehand, the payoff was shite on
Aye.
it. He dents a fin.
Aye. Aye. Aye, because you see him plant this bomb into the side of the submarine, didn't you? No sooner it blows up. But he's been hurted. He's been hurted by one of the... See, I don't understand this, but either see with that hook hitting him, it must have impaled. Know what I mean? So you think it would have been stuck in him and left a sizable hole?
I see, Chris, you're forgetting here. You're thinking about a mortal human being. No motherfucking Casey Ryback. The Titanic fucking anchor would have to impale him, mate. You get Godzilla to fling that bastard.
Ryback climbs back onto the boat, didn't he? And Jimmy Rabbit, as you've been calling him, he sees him, didn't he? And he's like, does the typical bad guy thing, didn't he? Well, look who we've got here. I mean, anybody else I would have shot by now, but it's you, mate.
Feel free to light a fag up, because I'll be here a while telling you this. Aye. And then the guns get bullets, sounds of bullets gaff. Ryback goes, but it's no him, it's been shot. That old classic filmy thing. Fucking, his name's actually Dahmer, innit? As in Jeffrey Dahmer, but we'll call him Jimmy Rabbit for fucking Star Trek Next Generation.
Aye. Turns out it's Jordan that shot him. Aye. And then Ryback with wee quips. Is that, next you'll be dating singers.
Brilliant.
There's a Leonardo DiCaprio thing, didn't
he? So the next thing you know, submarine is good to go. It's been patched up in no time. So that big nuclear warhead bomb was a lot of shite.
Aye.
Let's McGee's stitching up fucking Casey Ryback's back. She's now a medical fucking professional.
She's like, hold on, Casey, hold on. He's like, oh.
I know. His one wee whimper, didn't he? But the machine, the systems are still down, blah, blah, blah. And then the good guys load the ship's guns because Ryback's like, fucking, do these things still work?
Aye. And this is that.
Again, that other older guy on there that's not an actor, he's one of the fucking original gunners for the Missouri.
Yep. Aye, because it's like a wee montage in it, and I'm transporting this shell to the big guns and stuff, and like Casey takes command. He's never fired this thing in his life, you know what I mean? And he's like, when you pick in the powder, you pick it gently.
So I was just going to ask you, is that what these big marshmallow fucking wheels of cheese things are? Gunpowder?
That's it. So obviously when the hammer goes off, it goes bang and sends these things.
He says put these things in gently, and it's a fucking hydraulic fucking bowl that puts them in. It's no name at all.
Aye. Know what I mean? But because Busey's on the submarine by this point, isn't he? He's like, I can get this fixed. Like, come on, mush. Know what I mean? Chastises this wee guy. Why do you not talk English?
All the while, Tommy Lee Jones is up on deck, just looking about like fucking, what's happening? I've got a funny feeling here. It's great, innit? And he sees the gun start to move, and he's like,
that's no good. Know what I mean? But Ryback's calling in the angles and all that, isn't he? To these get and they fire off the first shell, and it misses. And they're like, oh no, Ryback.
Just as it misses, the wee fin in the fucking submarine starts working. Gary Busey says to the fucking French guy, dive, let's get out of here. And see, before the next shell gets fired, see, why in films, right, that submarine captains look like fucking that guy that cuts about with Tintin?
I know.
unless they're American or German, they're no uniform. They're just wearing big moustaches and fucking
Aye.
woolly jumpers and it.
I don't know, mate. It's a weird look in it. But but as the guns of what I know, it's obviously done to Tommy's hearing, know what I mean? Because he starts going, rolling about, falling about that, know what I mean? But they load up the next shell, don't they? Fire it, and it blows up the submarine. And you get the action for them zooming into the bad guy. Huh?
Aye, fucking
Oh.
Krill and the captain, Francois, look at one another and go, uh-huh.
The Scooby Doo. Oh. Oh.
Direct hit. Tommy Lee's fucking. You can't hear his fucking brains are spilling out his ears.
Aye. Aye. This is his.
Then he starts his little piggy montage.
Starts
get his
saying
aim
he's
back.
wee. Aye. Starts saying he's wee baddies, doesn't he? How do we get these missiles to work and all that? I'm launching one of these. And it's like all the bad guys are like, oh, that's it. So the game's a bogey, is it?
Aye. I'm not getting paid now.
I've got 5 kids to feed. But
Benny! Screw you, Benny!
but as I said, Il Tommy launches one of these two top missiles, didn't he?
To Tomahawk. And by the way, listen, see this next line for a wee guy in headquarters, it's tremendous. Because the Admiral says to him, well, why does an Admiral know what a fucking nuclear warhead does anyway? But he asks the guy, what'll happen when these things hit? And he just turns to him and says, well, about 1 million people will reach 10,000 degrees in half a second.
It's so-
strangely, I thought, I think I want to go like that. That would be, it'd be up there on the list.
Oh, superb, man.
Me and the whole
But-
family.
Oh, but this is it. The command 10 fighter jets out, didn't they, to try and blow these things up as well. And this is it. This is the big finale, the big smash. Ryback and the goodies just go, come on, everyone, let's do this for America.
So that way, coast. Away. Well, kill
Oh.
myself. And there's
But-
a stupid comedy bit at headquarters when the two CIA guys lean into one another. What we got to do if this hog is rang? We'll blame it on the cook. yeah.
It's right out of the aeroplane, isn't it?
Aye. I was waiting for somebody coming upside down.
Aye.
Fucking
And now he's getting larger.
and the missile's getting faster.
Superb, man. But
The jet takes one out, doesn't it? One of the two.
aye, shoots one out, but this other one is out of bounds practically. And we're on the top deck. Casey takes out 2 guys, rips one of the guys' throats for good measure. Know what I mean? Just here you. That guy does it. Has to stick his tongue out so you know he can't breathe.
Which I did not remember at all.
I didn't remember either.
guessing that must have been cut way back when. Because I
Aye.
thought Rambo 4 was the very first time that was ever seen. But there you go.
Aye.
Nice.
Aye, but the other guys take out the rest of the henchmen in it, and Ryback makes his way into the weapons centre, doesn't he? And Earl Tommy's just so dramatic at this point, isn't he? Just, right, you. As he's moving around the room, isn't it? There's like poles and all that in the way, and he just snatches it back and forth. Like, that boy's going to
even though he's
pistol whip
fucking-
himself.
Aye, even though there's 10 feet between them, know what I mean? He's not that fast, fuck. But there's a bit of dialogue, and the two of them instantly know one another, and they know where they know one another from. But that's all you get. There's nothing else.
That's it. Aye, it's just all how you doing and all that, know what I mean? And it's just it's brushed over, isn't it? But the next thing you know,
your favourite bit?
A fight happens. Aye, that's a fight. Oh my god, man. I was cringing at this last night. I really was. I remember laughing at it years ago, but the other night I was cringing because they end up having a knife fight, right? And I swear they start doing this.
Shadow hands, man. What is this I see before me?
It's like guy from Little Britain. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Not around your eyes. Look at my eyes. You're under.
It's class. But the good thing about it is it's no dragged out by any manner of means, which so often happens when the two baddies, it's like boss level, gets to the end and they meet and all that. And it goes on for half an hour, but this Disney didn't know.
But mate, it was hilarious, I know. Obviously the two knives are clinging against each other. So it so it ends up like a sword fight, you know what I mean? It's like ching, 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 ching. That's literally the noise. There must have been a guy standing in the background to be a musical triangle just going ding.
Inadvertently doing Morse code asking for help. But it goes on for maybe 2 minutes. Tommy Lee Jones doesn't land a fucking slice, know what I mean? And he's getting cut to ribbons, annoys wee bits here and there. He manages to nick him in the head, and Casey just goes, motherfucker, my face.
Aye.
Fucking shoved his thumb right in his eye, didn't he?
Oh, aye. Because to win this fight, Ryback grabs Earl Tommy's knife in his teeth, like that picture behind you. That's how he literally disarms him.
Who's that happening?
Aye, there's no way that happens anywhere. But the next thing, like you said, Ryback sticks his thumb in Tommy's eye, pops it, and then stabs him in the head, and then puts his head through a telly. Aye, I don't know what's happening. It's
even just looking at the physics yet.
Aye.
Wow.
It's hilarious, mate. It's so parody, it's unreal. But that's the end of your Tommy into it. But it's not the end of the mission. Because this missile's it's still going whoop.
Aye, so Tommy's got a knife in the napper, he's got his napper through the monitor, and it's not the end of the mission, as you say, mate. But it has after he kills him, he just keep the faith, Stradix.
But Ryback's in discussion with Commandant, and they're getting these deactivation codes, to shut this missile down, didn't they? And it takes a day and an age, doesn't it? You think writes down the numbers, reads it back. Is this definitely you're no bamming me up now, are you?
Mate, I couldn't have done it. See the size of the keypad.
Aye.
I'm forever sending rang texts with my big thumbs. It's like a BlackBerry.
Oh.
But, they eventually get there. The missile just explodes, and it's saying HQ go mental. The wee admiral just good man, really good man.
Rather. And the wee CIA guy, didn't he? The smoking man for X-Files, he just departs, didn't he? Oh, it's another success for the CIA.
Oh, fucking aye. He's away for the next mission, that cunt.
But,
so the crew get released, then they're up on deck.
Aye.
Not
one person.
It's all the first thing they want to do when they've been rescued is, where's Casey Ryback? I want to see Casey Ryback. Does he know I'm alive? Hi, Casey. Hi. Hey, Casey. Hey. What a day, huh?
Not one bit of mourning for anybody that died. There's not one bit of stress on anybody's face like that. Peter, we nearly died. Why are you wanting to cuddle Casey? All he does is make chips. He makes chips.
And Bullabays, apparently.
Oh.
And he's just burnt fucking 2 perfectly good pies, the fucking swine. Asked him for a microwave meal, and he fucking made a bomb, the bastard. Didn't he mean it? So they're on the deck in it, man, in that wee cue ball. Hey, kids, show some moves, man. He's the one guy that has no reason being there, man. That's all.
Aye. But that's it, isn't it? Oh, here, this is a move for you, isn't it? And he gives Jordan a kiss, and you're like that. Hey!
He doesn't look too fucking chuffed at it, by the way. I don't know if that was ad-libbed or not, because he kind of fucking grabs her hair.
Aye.
She's very good, mate. And the next thing you know, the boat's arriving in the bay, San Francisco Bay, and then they have the parade on tap in the Missouri, and it's just a and he's got the lights on, hasn't he?
Aye. So and the captain's coughing in it. And then that was that done.
Captain's no coughing anymore, I'll tell you. Aye, that was it. That was Under Siege 1992. And I enjoyed it, man. I did enjoy it. There's a lot there to fucking. I mean, cunts just skipping about with girders and all that, and it's just mental.
No.
But I liked it. It was good. It's very dated, I think.
Aye. It's Steven Seagal. Know what I mean? He's acting as his strong suit. Know what I mean? So his films need to be severely action packed. But
Definitely. I mean, this done well enough to commission a sequel. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
The sequel was all right and all. It wasn't any better, it wasn't any worse, I don't think. It was just a different mode of transport, wasn't it?
That's it. Aye. I'll get a 7 out of 10.
Aye, I'm way you there and all. It was Virgin on a 6.5, but a 7 out of 10 as well. Got to remember, this is 31 years old. And we just said he done the sequel after this, and I think the next movie he done after that was fucking Machete. And it was a fat baddie in it. Because he's after screen antics were a fucking joke. It's a wife beater and into drugs and believed his own height and he ballooned to some size, didn't he? Became a police, didn't he?
I became a sheriff, no, that. It's a bonkers case, mate. Bonkers.
Yeah. One of the cunts walked about going, "You who am I?"
Hey!
Fastest hands in the world. Aye, dodge a bullet, you prick. Fuck off.
But mate, I remember seeing it for the first time. And I thought, "Oh, this is brilliant" and all this stuff. But you see it now. Know what I mean? You see stuff now, you go, "Oh, that's no good."
Aye, I mean, when he's getting held at gunpoint with Tommy Lee Jones, see the kick the gun at his horn. It's fucking horror. It's old man kick, man.
It's no good. It's like, what you've done there is you've kicked me in the shin.
Any Glaswegianisms for Under Siege?
Oh,
I know we said some the other day, but I can't remember any of them at all.
no, nah, don't think so. Yeah, no.
Mine will be overwhelmed. Still very Glaswegian, but it's another take being Under Siege. Oh, run the mark, you bastards. So 2 sevens, 14 out of 20. That's all right. We've had worse. We've definitely had worse. That was episode 10. Thanks again, everybody, for the shout outs. I want to say something about the Threads app, right? We're on Threads, and most of the people that follow us and we follow back are on Threads as well. For whatever reason, I just don't seem to see MD on my timeline, which makes me believe that I'm not seeing me either. And it's weird. It's good. It's a good app and all that, but I just don't know how we're going to grow on it. But we'll stick at it and hopefully just like what you see and we'll do the same. That's what I'm doing. I'm liking everybody's. I'm liking Diabolical, Seismic and all that. But you're getting 1 or 2 likes. It's a bit the way Twitter used to be, I think. Leaky. We'll see.
Aye. It could improve.
Better fucking improve. That's all I'm saying, you know.
Aye.
So it's over to you next week, mate. Have you got any genres in mind that you're thinking about?
I've got 1 or 2, but
The answer.
we'll see.
You're the same comedy, musical, western. 1 or 2.
Aye,
Look
'cause
forward to that.
I like to look back, do the list, and see what we've done recently and all that, and then fire into a different direction, sort of thing. Know what I mean? But
Aye, well, as I posted up our previous 9 altogether, I looked at them back to back and I thought that's quite a good haul. That, you know what I mean?
aye,
Some classics in there.
aye.
But you never know. We could do one for last year. We could do one for fucking 40 years ago. You just never know with what's the script, because that's what the name is. Here, what's the script, mate? But wait, that film, what's the script?
But yes, but thanks again, everybody, for listening. And if you've not seen Under Siege, I suggest you get a wee watch and see what we're laughing at bits, because it's worth a watching. Know what I mean?
Definitely. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, watch the YouTube. Just subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, doesn't it? We don't want anything off you. But sometimes you need to watch us to get the full benefit. I like listening to people myself, but there's a select few I like watching as well to see the funny looks and all that. I mean, my pals at Seismic, sometimes you see Paul just looking at Collins. What? And that's not a slight on you, Colin, whatsoever, because we love you dearly, mate. You're brilliant. You're some laugh. We will need to get a collab going while we're doing these night things the next few weeks. Maybe reach out to the boys,
Hmm.
And chat Tsunami. I know I forgot about you. You asked me weeks ago, and it just went right in my napper. But we'll get there. We're not going anywhere, man. And by the way, get just Chris on. He's got more time. He's Hans and a half. You know what I mean?
You've got time on all these Huns.
Aye. Wish it was time and a half, right enough. Anyway, mate, I'll let you go and just say to the viewers, cheery bye.
Cheery bye.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make